Coming to you live from Southern California, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Los Angeles taking on New York. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And the batter now, Ken Griffey Jr. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. And that misses. And this one is off and running. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a strike.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. That one is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Here's Josh Young. And that's outside. Ball 1. Cueto, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Back there. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. They go back to back. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. And the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Here's Jack Peterson. That one ripped. Way back there. Fielding for the wall, makes the catch and foul ground. Relay to second, throw behind the runner, and they've got him doubled off. Here's the second baseman, Brian Dozier. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss, ugly swing right there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. And down on strikes. That ends the frame. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Chris Sale.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
as he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Ryan Dozier leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Check swing of the 0-2, appeal to first, and he held up. Misses inside. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Young tosses to first. One up, one down. This is Corbin Carroll.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
De La Cruz makes his way towards it. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Carlos Santana in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Going back. Going, gone. He'll touch them all. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Byron Buxton. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
And that one sliced foul. Two down, nobody on. Struck him out looking. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Cueto back to work. And that one fouled off. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff in the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Finds its way through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
To short, could be 2. To second, there's 1. How about that double play? And here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. Throw on to Santana. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Griffey on his horse. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. So now the DH spot, Isaac Paredes. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. There's a swing and a miss. 1 out, base is empty. Garcia really on his horse for this one. Makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. And now here is Chase Headley. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
The count.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes, even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it.
Now this ball splits the gap in right center. Headley headed for the plate. He'll score and then tie it.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The changeup missing. Ball 2.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so make him expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Kurtz makes the play, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Now it's the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And that is out of play. Kicks and deals. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And that's in the dirt.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. That gets down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight off that pitch. Man, that cutter was bearing in on him, but he found a way to stay with his approach, didn't spin off it, and he hit it pretty well.
On the ground, could be 2. Throw on to Santana. And 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Now the number 2 hitter, Josh Young. He's already homered in this game. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back there. And forget it. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. And just like that, they're out front. It's 4-2. 1 out, base is empty. Now the batter now, Giancarlo Stanton. In the air, right field, Carroll sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Jock Peterson. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Carroll makes the grab on the run. Back here at Petco Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Dozier. And that misses. And it's 1-0. De La Cruz whips it across. And a quick out, number 1. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1. And right back to the mound. Throws to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that gives Byron Buxton a chance to hit with 2 out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Just missed getting out of here and tying this game. And we're back out of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Brian Dozier. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park. between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. And now the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. Kurtz goes 6 feet 5 inches, just 21 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024.
0-1's the count.
Struck him out. He says, I don't care about draft rounds. Take a seat. 2 down, bases empty. Now the left fielder, Adolis Garcia. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up. De La Cruz settles underneath it, and that is that. Bottom of the inning, digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Going on.
Well, these players just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Paredes now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
Next offering is fouled back.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
And there's a ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Now here is Chase Headley. Singled and scored his first time. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back here in San Diego, we go to the top of the 5th, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Shea Langoliers. High fly ball out towards left field. Raging back towards the wall. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. On the ground to the left. Throw on to Santana. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. In the air, left field, down the line. That one gets down for a hit. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Wastes no time there. I love the approach to handling that cutter on the inside corner. Didn't hit it hard, but he kept his hands tight to the body and just took that barrel directly to the baseball. And that's what allowed him to spray it out there and find a hole somewhere.
Gets it to first. 2 down. Josh Young getting ready to hit. Tap foul at the plate. De La Cruz on third with 2 out.
Ball 1.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
1-1.
Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And now Mike Piazza. Sale back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Next offering upstairs.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Young tosses to first. Piazza out in the play. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ellie De La Cruz. He popped out his first time. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first in time. Out on a bang-bang play. Ryan Dozier digs in now. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton. Hammered, base hit.
First pitch swing in, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Buxton makes the grab, 1 away. Ryan Dozier, the next to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's going to be Corbin Carroll. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Griffey on his horse. And he makes the catch. 1 down. Next to hit, Carlos Santana. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The next pitch misses. 2 balls, no strikes. Outside with a breaking ball.
He hasn't fallen behind an account like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
That's ball 4. Tried another sinker but couldn't find a zone. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. That one's in there, and it's 0-1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
There's 1.
Got him.
And that's 2. Back here at Petco Park. And here's the first baseman, Nick Kurtz. And a foul ball. That one the other way. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Base hit. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. And that one pulled foul. Garcia, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Next pitch is outside. And that is ball 1. On a line, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that.
So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
To Elliott, second for one. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Junior swings through it for strike one.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Got it! Huge strikeout there. Bottom of the seventh. Here's the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Just missed. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And it skips in the dirt. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Isaac Paredes. There's a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Out.
Just missed.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And a base hit right there. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Chase Headley now at the plate. 1 for 2. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Tying run at the plate. On the ground right side. 4, 6, out 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. Here's the third. New pitcher on now, Mason Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Foul ball there, Miller. A very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's Stanton now.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, you know, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
And Jack Peterson stands in. 0 for 3 in this one. That one at triple digits.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow that makes it hard for hitters to pick the ball up. It gets on them a little bit quicker than they anticipate, even though they know what the velocity numbers are.
That's down and in.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Mason Miller the strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Brian Dozier. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. First pitch misses. Young off of first with 2 away. The pick behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
2-2 to count.
That one outside. 3-2 now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Santana pulls it down, and that's the back here in San Diego. And here's the catcher, Mike Piazza. Sale back to work. That missed by a lot, and that's ball one.
Now hitting Josh Hader.
And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now the shortstop. Ellie De La Cruz. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. First pitch, and he just misses.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one. Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Dozier in the box now. Takes strike 1.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
2-2 now. Base hit into center field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
First offering, and it just misses.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. That's in there, and it's 1-2. That one missing inside. And that is downstairs. Bounce full, 3-2. This to center field. He's under it. Drops into the glove. Runners tag up from second and third. The tag, and he's out of the plate. And that's a double play. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Right through there for a strike. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Ripped towards third. Zips it to first. Inning over. We go to the 9th, and here's Aroldis Chapman comes in to take over.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Laser could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. Jones around second. But he throws on the brakes, gets back to second.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Garcia at the plate now as he chases after that one. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Ball one there. Jones stands at second with no outs. And now 2-2. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. And strike one to the catcher.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
In the dirt. Swing and a miss. The high heat, too much on that one. Ellie De La Cruz will hit next. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Pitch misses there. 1-1. Next offering popped in the air, right field. And that is that. Bottom 9, here's the center fielder, Byron Buxton. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Griffey gets under it. And there's one away. He's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder, Jason Dominguez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
That one clips the outside corner, and it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Paredes in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. And that is the ball game. And your final 4-2.